You're listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Interfed Radio. Welcome to Living Nightmare After Hours Trash Talk Edition. When we got a full cast and a full audience here today. Well, let's bring on the man of the hour, Commissioner of the Living Nightmare League, Brandon Madden. Commissioner, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Oh man, we just held off just enough to manage to get on the rest of the Bronze Age commissioners. Welcome to the show, Commissioner Goldstein and Commissioner Anderson. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, nice. So we got the whole Bronze Age here. Going to talk a little LNL. We'll get your guys'...
This is Sean's second appearance on the LNL show, I believe, second, and the return of the man that started the show.
Oh,
yeah.
Here I am. Yeah. I left it in better hands than my own, that's for sure.
Yeah, I took over and did a show for you, Brandon, when you couldn't make it. So
that's right. Yeah. Yes. So all three hosted at one point.
Yes.
Nice. Now, I got to get your thoughts. I mean, we got the LNL. We got some crossover action going on, and anytime angles cross over, it kind of gets characters intermixed in different angles that kind of takes them away from their main focus within the league. We had and Brandon cut me off at any time here. We had Sudeku through a portal.
So let me cut you off right there.
Yeah, do it.
That actually hasn't happened yet. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. See, Commissioner, see what happens when you're up. Oh man. All right. So we had Mayhem, or go ahead, Commissioner. You take it.
So yes. So Mr. Mayhem came through a portal, and Balon could tell that he is definitely a shady individual, and he is staying in one of the finest cells in the LNL. And this cycle,
he got captured.
He did. Well, he didn't really put up a fight, We just told him we were going to put him in a nice room, and it ended up being a dungeon.
Oh, nice.
So minimal torture going on, But so he's currently in one of the cells, and Sudeku is on a mission from Balon, and she will go through a portal like you confirmed, and something will happen, but you can't know about it now.
But you gotta wait.
Read
the trash talk. IW fucking useless.
Read the trash talk. Yes. Because you know what, Balon, he kind of thought he pulled a fast one on Pratt. Coming into this, he was able to kind of take the lead out from under him. But now he's kind of learning all the headaches that come along with being the kind of ruler kind of deal. Because in addition to Mayhem showing up and whatever is going to come from those consequences, he also he's been building about how we're going to kill Spike Pratt live on pay-per-view. Otis builds this this kind of medieval killing device, and somebody has helped Pratt escape. Now Pratt did meet his demise at the end of the pay-per-view, but we're trying to figure out who the hell let Pratt free. There is a traitor amongst the monsters.
Mr. Anderson, what? You knew Mr. Pratt pretty well.
I mean, yeah.
Who might have helped him? Huh?
It's hard to say because Pratt really didn't have that many friends. I mean, these are all monsters. He was like wrangling sheep here, But somebody clearly thought that he would be better than Balon. So,
and who was his loudest sheep? Maybe Catfish. We're on the same page, Commissioner. We're definitely on the same page. Yeah, the loudest.
Yeah. Yeah, so Balon's pretty pissed that he was embarrassed that his plan did not go off the way it was scheduled. So and whoa, on top of that, his mother, that bitch, showed up and tore his horns off.
What?
Yes.
No.
So it's been a bad couple months here for Balon.
Did she come through a portal also?
No. She just walked right over from the yard.
Nice. Oh, even better. Better.
We're gonna have to ban
Saint
portals
Tina.
in the LNL.
Oh,
Yeah, Saint
man.
Tina.
No more portals.
Right.
Oh. That bitch Guillotina. I knew her from the start.
I just had an idea.
Uh-oh.
Just had an idea. No portals, right? But we didn't say anything about like transporters. So maybe maybe Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock will just have to come in and face down these Sith queens.
Oh, nice. I thought you meant transporters like the ones that the Ninja Turtles had, like when they traveled in time. No.
No.
Oh man.
So if you want a lesson in quality 80s cartoons and toys, you need to listen to the trifecta of the Bronze Age podcast, because you get a little G.I. Joe talking, a little Ninja Turtle talk.
And whatever I say, don't trust me because it's probably wrong.
What?
You haven't dropped that was one of my favorite things about the UNL show, is when you would mess up on some kind of movie quote or something like that. It hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah.
It's been very disappointing.
Monk hasn't been doing his movie quotes.
Yeah, he messed up on every movie quote. What are you talking
Oh, I'm telling you, that Monk. You know what? Ever since Monk and Mr. Crane had started associating, been throwing him off his movie game. His movie.
He did throw a quote out at the end of the show where him and Crane they hugged. He said, "Brothers can't shake hands, or brothers don't shake hands. Brothers got to hug." What's that from?
Oh, we said it the other day. That's from Step Brothers.
Oh, there it is. There's
Nice.
the messed up quote. No, it's not from Step Brothers. It's from Tommy Boy.
Damn.
I like it.
Good try.
And we had talked about that one too.
Yes.
That's right.
Don't pick flip for game.
Yes.
Well, this guy don't have any alcohol. It's too early for alcohol.
What? It's always beer o'clock. We're all in quarantine. It's beer o'clock all the time.
Oh,
Right.
In fact, I'm gonna go get one. I'll be right back.
Nice.
I like seeing the pictures of all the essential things that are open during the crisis, and it's got this, and all of a sudden it's liquor stores at the bottom. It's yep, there you go.
Yeah.
The essentials. Oh.
So this is how you get. I feel like Jake Roberts in the late '80s. I've got my coffee to keep me up, and I've got my beer to bring me down.
Nice.
Nice. There must be a bag of Coke over there too if you're like Jake Roberts. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Anderson's partying.
Oh, man.
All kidding aside, Jake Roberts is my all-time favorite.
You know what? His
all
going completely off topic. His AEW stuff with I love him with Lance Archer. That's awesome.
The whole thing. Yeah. Jake, there's no better talker all time.
He reinvented himself as another.
Well,
he's
Jake Roberts came back and he's like a manager.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He's so good. He's just so good.
All right, so we're back to this crossover. Mr. Anderson has his beer. Sean's nice. There it is.
Sean's doing yard work as he's doing the podcast.
Yeah.
So now,
quite an eclectic group we got here.
Yes.
So I mean, the cast over there is in its own right pretty far out there.
Yes.
Now we were talking before we hit record about some of the crossover action that this could bring. I mean, we have Mayhem, like we said, in our dungeon. We were talking about the dark judges that are over there. bring in a group like the Dark Judges that works well together. Who would you put them against? Just kind of like a dream matchup type style. I mean, you got I mean, obviously we got a good bunch here. We got the Catfishes. We got.
I would want to put the Dark Judges. So I don't really know too much about them. I love the name. I think that sounds awesome. I know a little bit because I remember you moved some characters out of the superhero league, and you kind of used the judges in the storyline to do that. The Pour La Paz crew, and I think that they fit great. I would probably want to have them maybe like a mishmash team of possibly led by maybe Damian Hyde or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. The choices are endless. You know what I mean? Who would you say that their top star is over there?
I mean, and that's exactly what was coming next in terms of like the Dark Judges would be. I would put them as more like a tag or 6-man, like a lower, lower on the card, per se. Top tier, if you want to go from top to bottom, I would definitely put the Stonewall Brothers up towards the top. You have I would put definitely someone like the tag team of Fire and Ice, as they're probably upper echelons tag team there. You have then you have the mid tier. You have people like the Agents of Endgame, which would be a good mid tier catch, and those guys are pretty much the people that protect Melvin Mayhem. So
they're doing a great job.
Whoops. Hey, well, you're talking higher powers here, man. It's kind of tough, even if you are, a top tier agent. You gotta. So, but yeah, no, it is fun to do these crossovers. Like I said, I would always, I'm looking forward to it. But I mean, especially having all three of you guys here, it's just fun to kind of go over some of the possibilities. Obviously Frankenstein, like I said, well deserved. So I would probably put Frankenstein against whoever the Dynasty or whoever one of the Stonewall Brothers,
right?
If they would want that upper tier match, I would either. But again, it's up to you and their commission.
Yeah. So I assume that at some point Melvin and I will discuss some matches. I'm sure you'll be involved in that, and we'll figure out a good balance. And I want to try to add more stuff for the LNL managers.
I like it. I
more
think
fun stuff to do.
I think we're definitely going to get a Bigfoot versus Renegade match at that pay-per-view for sure.
Nice.
But now getting back to the trash talk this cycle. We got I guess we got to start with the Conqueror. I mean, the Conqueror is in the Living Nightmare League. I mean, I mean, what's going on with the Conqueror? Is she happy? Is she she didn't look too happy. She looked too happy.
Nah, she doesn't seem too happy. I mean, she should be.
Why is she crying green? What's going on here?
Well, she just retained her I think it's probably she's got the two kind of the spirit inside of her. I think that and the normal Sadako are kind of clash, and the Crimson Curse and Sadako. So I think that's kind of
so you're thinking tears of
with
joy.
Her sanity. Yeah. It's hard to say. But I mean, she should be happy. She just defended the Bronze Conqueror Championship, kept it in the LNL. No.
Commissioner
for now.
Who's she going up against next? Who's she slated to defend that against?
She's going to the UNL to face Mr. Marchand.
Ooh.
Belgium? Or am I wrong? Boston or Belgium?
Belgium, yes.
Belgium.
Yes. A little international flavor.
Nice. That's a tough.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. But
if you think about this, so she won the title from Susie Moon, right? Susie Moon, who's had the Revolt X title more than anybody, right? And was the original Bronze Conqueror. So Susie Moon's no slouch. She defeated Erica Rockwell, right?
Correct. No,
Roxanne O'Connor. Roxanne O'Connor, sorry. Yeah. One of the rebellion, you know what I mean? She speaks for herself. And now going to the UNL, and this is the UNL's first shot at the Bronze Age. So while I have talked a lot of trash, nobody has gone through the UNL yet. So, this should be good.
Oh man, Sadako, smile. Just a little bit. You're doing good. You're doing really, really good.
Yes, she did. Maybe she's mad. She did lose to Frankenstein at the pay-per-view. So, and he has been withdrawing some blood.
Yeah, you know what? Anytime that that son of a bitch pricks one of his, victims and takes the blood, man, dude, that's what I'm trying.
He's a scientist.
Yes, scientist.
It's just research. He's not hurting anyone.
You can't get your degree from Acme University.
And it's hard to tell, what's the patients, It seems at times they may not appreciate all that Frankenstein does.
Well, I don't know what's going on lately. It seems like there's some kind of dissension there.
They've been loyal to him. I'll give them that.
Yeah, we're going on 2 or 3 years now. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
Now, I don't think we've had you on since the departure of the dragon, converted, Sith Lords. But what are your thoughts on the new? I guess they're still Sith Lords, but the female Lordesses.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, Commissioner. Yeah, you're the.
I would say they're probably more dangerous than the previous Sith, which is really saying something because Akuma was Underworld Champion for almost a year, I think, and I think the Sith are more dangerous than ever.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Definitely dangerous, but Balon's getting sick of Queen Melody and all of her feminist shit she's trying to spread in here,
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Commissioner, the possibilities are endless now. Now, could you imagine with Queen Melody, with all the other Sith Lordesses, with Sadako, with the Fox Woman, and RoboCat, basically. For being such a pussy, that son of a bitch. You got a lot of females here. Maybe a RWL crossover is, it's trying to be hinted.
Yeah, it's true.
So the possibilities, Commissioner. Think positively. Oh man. Is RoboCat gonna make it out of this? I don't think RoboCat's gonna make it out of this, bro. Got a rocket launch.
RoboCat's in pieces right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna survive.
It's like RoboCop. They'll rebuild him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to.
Jonathan is fixing him. He'll be all right.
Yeah. He'll be all right. Oh, poor RoboCat.
So let's ask Mr. Jonathan 5. Is he just really trying to help RoboCat, or is he really just screwing him over?
Holy shit! You still have, dude. He's in pieces.
He asks the hard questions.
He's trying to not be a pussy. He spent all his money upgrading him. Why would he want to hurt him? He spent a lot of good money and technology into him.
Yeah. And then blew him up.
you got to test it. Huh? Yeah, make sure the upgrades are good.
Yeah. It's all about breaking them down and building them back up, right?
Yeah, I feel like
Big Brother style.
I feel like I'm on Misery. Oh, poor RoboCat. It's just, if you find yourself tied to a bed with oh man, you're done.
RoboCat's kind of like where he's sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. He's like a pussy most of the time, but then all of a sudden there's like the times where he like tears his own arm off and stuff, and it's like he's got to be a little bit of a badass if he tears his own arm off.
He's a little fucking pussycat, isn't it?
And Jonathan sees that, so he's trying to whip the pussy out of him. So,
we have turned into the WWL, folks.
Yeah.
Sentences you never thought you would hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, RoboCat. Well, you better put them back together properly. Oh man. Now, speaking of cats.
Yes.
Oh man, what are we gonna do with someone? They're not even playable characters, so we can't really wrestle them. But are we gonna Is someone gonna kidnap them? Can somebody go after these people? I'll pay good money for somebody to put them in a cage. This is Ignatius and Prosperine.
I think that's a job for Bigfoot.
Hey, now.
Yeah, Bigfoot could do it.
Bigfoot's kind of scared, though. He's got it. Oh, man. You don't know Bigfoot too well. Oh, man. Look at those things, bro. Would you want to check?
No, they're intimidating, no doubt.
How big do you think they are? Has anybody seen them? Are they like feline, like little kitty cats? Are they? Because that one right there, that one with the horns looks like it's gonna be like 7 foot tall.
No,
they're
probably awesome if they're like
action figure size, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If they like fit in the palm of her hand, kind of deal.
Oh no way! Like little fairies.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure. I think so. One on each shoulder, probably.
All right. I'll tell you what, they were a lot better looking in the RWL. I'll tell you that.
Let's ask the person and the creator. Tommy, tell us how tall they are. How tall they are.
Yes.
Or how tiny they are. All right, but for now, I'm not going after them. I'm not putting them in cages until I find out how big they are. Bigfoot's got to be careful. We only get one life.
Right. We need him for the WWL pay-per-view.
Every cycle. We get one life every cycle, so I got to be careful how I use it.
Right. So let's talk about the demonic queen.
Let's talk about her. What is the demonic queen done?
The demonic queen is after Aiden.
What? Does she know? Does she know who Aiden is?
Well,
yeah.
I'd like to think so.
She shouldn't have stolen from him. You
know? So we haven't done a trash talk episode in a couple cycles. So why don't you explain, Sean, what exactly happened with that?
Well, pretty much this is breaking kayfabe. Aiden won, I think, a couple cycles ago at Black Lagoon, but they didn't play Tommy's character's moves. So Tommy's characters actually took the Black Lagoon title. So I had some IWA title commissioner come in, take the belt from Aiden and give it to what's her name?
The demonic queen.
So Aiden, demonic queen. So Aiden found her and cut her finger off. Cut her. As a hey, you steal from me. I was take from you. But he got it back the next cycle. He beat her. So I actually got his title back.
Oh man! Now you know what? Now those extra characters that were around for a little bit are starting to make sense. With all this happening. Because didn't we have someone called two finger or?
I think there was 3 finger and 1 eye.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, so now it's starting to make sense. So people, chopping fingers off. The hell's wrong with you? Wrong with you?
But it was all Bagul that that set the plan in motion. Mess with Aiden. But Aiden,
the sinister Bagul.
Yeah. Speaking of son of a bitches, let's talk about Bagul a little bit.
he lost at the crazy. So.
What has Bagul done, Commissioner, to upset you? My goodness.
Well, I think he upset Aiden a little bit. I think what it was 2 cycles ago, he threw you in a trash compactor, right?
Oh shit! Nice. Taking out the garbage.
Yeah. He's trying to get the advantage because coming up at the next pay-per-view, that's the main event of the show. We got a 3-way for the Underworld title between Bagul, Aiden, and Catfish Rob.
Oh, nice. Now,
but yeah, I mean, Aiden's kind of his plate's kind of filling up here because he needs to focus on that world title match or the Underworld title match, and now we got the Demonic Queen. She's coming in challenging him to some crazy matches and stuff like that. So I think he needs to stay focused until after the Body Count pay-per-view.
Now this is definitely a place for craziness. I will never say it isn't. But even though I think there still has to be something that leads up to a bigger match. I mean, you can't just come in and ask for an upside down ring match. You gotta. Something's got to warrant having something crazy like that happen. For whatever reason.
He did cut a finger off too, though. You know what I'm
saying? So a finger. Well, okay, all right, maybe.
I guess it depends on which finger, right?
Yeah, it's pinky.
Yeah, no, pinky doesn't.
You can get away without a pinky.
Yeah.
It's the least necessary appendage.
Right.
Oh, poor guy. Well, anyways, Brimstone looks like the Demonic Queen looks like she wants a match in the future, so
yes,
we're definitely looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
Now you mentioned
Brimstone. Now we'll finish off on Brimstone right here. I mean, he did defeat Bagul at the last pay-per-view in the non-title match, so we shall see.
Nice. Now, you mentioned Catfish Rob and
his poor girlfriend.
Oh my goodness, Commissioner! Look, if you saw what happened to this poor what the hell was his name? I saw his blood dripping everywhere. That picture, my goodness! Shout out to Catfish Rob. That picture looks like Foxwoman had herself a balling good time. A balling good time.
I always love Catfish's pictures.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you see how he made Foxwoman Santana be a lady and cross her legs and everything?
Yes.
I mean, we all know that's the first time her legs have probably been crossed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, poor Foxwoman. Poor. Oh.
Yeah, no, I give it up to Foxwoman. You know, she is awesome, and she is ultra violent. And this cycle, they kind of tricked Warblaze. You know.
Wait a minute! No! You gotta use his name, War Piggy.
Oh, War Piggy. My bad. War Piggy. He drank something. You know, he was kicking back, relaxing, having a few drinks, and I mean, he was out after that, and she decided. I think she was just trying to give him like scratching his back a little bit. You know what I mean? She was trying to be nice. And just came up and down with the claws a little bit too hard.
Is that kind of like
thus the pieces of skin in the
little,
picture? You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little pain with your pleasure. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Exactly.
There's no shaming on here.
Right.
Is that kind of like I scratch your back, you scratch my back, like I got your back, or?
Well, actually, the way it worked out is, she scratches my back, and Warblaze cuts her ear off later in the in the trash talk. So
the collector, what a collector. I'll take an ear.
Yeah,
Well,
but no, they're going to be fighting again at the next pay-per-view, and I'm sure we'll come up with some kind of crazy scenario for that.
In the LNL?
What's that? Yeah, right. Really?
In the LNL?
No.
It's not going to be a 30-minute Iron Man match?
No. You're not going to get us.
The craziest match you could have in the LNL is a regular wrestling match.
Yeah, that's right.
The ROH Pure Wrestling title.
Right, yes, absolutely.
Like, just get in the ring and wrestle.
Yes.
Oh,
so with that being said, in addition to calling out Warblaze, it looks like I see where are you, Vampire? You see that?
What? The Vampire
talking about Morbius. He said, after he said, "Are you healed up from the beating I gave you at the pay-per-view?"
Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Maybe Morbius needs to cease his, relatively nonviolent stance.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm safe and alive. Oh man. But
sounds like the pacifist vampire needs to get violent.
Oh man, you know what? Especially with this Blade Vampire Hunter as well coming down on us.
Yeah, I hear Blade's he's gonna get in on the mix with Wolfman Joe and Morbius.
Yeah, so I gotta figure out what to do with two on a two. See, you see what happens? Are you listening? See how I get 2-on-1 matches everywhere, and I can't even get one over in a different league.
What league won't let you do that?
My goodness, I get 2 versus 1. I'll take it. I'm signing the match. Both of those bastards. Yeah. My audience behind me is agreeing. See them? They're going crazy. They're like, give them the 2-for-1 match. Give them the 2-for-1. Yeah, you see?
God is going nuts.
Oh, yeah, it's that time. It's the afternoon. Everyone's walking. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
See, Catfish Rob didn't stop there either, because he had some words for Dr. Frankenstein and the patients as well.
No.
He's just calling out everybody.
Yeah. Well, I think he's just a little worried about Frankenstein. They've had their issues in the past, and they've gotten along as well. But, you never quite know what the doctor is up to. And I think that Catfish is wise to, keep him at arm's length.
Yeah, it seems like it's a friendly, just, hey, listen, don't go back to the dark side kind of deal. I don't know. It doesn't seem like Frankenstein ever left the dark side.
they've been through a lot, because having to deal with what was his name, Reverend Boswell, and those luchadores for all that extended period of time. I mean, they had to endure that together. So I think
it was more of a case of like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
And Boswell was the first head in the box, right?
He was.
And Commissioner Pratt's going to be the second head in the box. So
you know what?
Congratulations.
It would seem like Pratt would fit perfectly, but
poor Pratt.
He got like a sword through the face, right? Or so I mean, you can't have a head in the box with a messed up face. What do you think? We're animals?
Oh, surprise, surprise.
You know,
well,
it's got to be a good-looking head.
Oh man. Well, Commissioner Pratt, better luck next time.
But hey, so spoiler: Commissioner's head will make an appearance this cycle.
Nice. Cameos are always welcomed.
Yes, exactly. We are going to get our mileage out of Mr. Pratt. That's for sure.
Oh, nice.
It's not enough to just defeat the man. You have to embarrass him too.
Yes, in death, he will still get the TV time.
Yeah, nice.
So go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just talking about TV time. I did also see we got a promo from Barnabas and his brother from another swamp.
Yes.
The Swamp Thing.
Yes. I think we talked about when Barnabas, Claude, and Otis were a group called Hexus in the Louisiana Swamp League, and then they were basically murdered and thrown into the swamp, and they ended up somehow making it into the LNL. And the Swamp Monster actually saved. Wicked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one wicked river, right? Yeah, that's one wicked river right there. That's one wicked river.
Yeah. So, anyways, the Swamp Monster's been helping out Barnabas, helping him learn how to use his powers and stuff like that. So, the kind of unlikely team are. We'll see where it goes.
I mean, that slap fight that you guys had at the pay-per-view still has me.
Oh, jeez. He hit him with a fucking tree. We know somebody who hasn't read the pay-per-view results yet.
That's a happy tree slap.
Yes. Hit him with a Bob Ross tree.
Nice.
There are no mistakes.
Yes. So going back to Sadako, she's got some family in the house now. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Her father, Papa Sadako, showed up.
What?
Her sister. Is that her sister?
Are they non-playable characters? Are they just like valet?
No. They're all in.
Oh no way! The fam's here. Now we're really done.
Is here.
Now we're dead. Oh no! All right, you go high. I'm gonna go low. We'll just get rid of them quick. Ready?
Yeah.
Set.
You go first.
Go. Go.
Oh, you go first. And I'm gonna take off the other way.
Run.
Now, there's a big write-up, though, that explains the family deal, that explains Misa's, her coming in. So definitely a good read. Go through and check it out. You got the family timeline is in there. It's definitely a good read. Check it out. Yeah. It's actually Sadako's cousin. Sorry. I spoke wrong. I think she's better looking than Sadako. I don't know. Who's the is that what she turns into? That scary ass looking thing with the.
Oh yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah, you just got to put her in before the moon goes down, I think.
Yeah. And you know what? I know. Usually on the UNL podcast, you talk about how Art Deco is a very stylish man. But take a look at the Undead Realm Lord, man.
Yeah, that is
the Kumasaki.
Yeah,
that's a damn good looking suit there.
It is.
That's Grandpa.
For me,
that's not Grandpa. That's Papa.
That's a fashion statement.
Yeah. Oh, he is the Undead Realm Lord, so.
Oh, we're dead now.
I don't know. Balon likes the idea of somebody using the Lord title when he's around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see where he might not like that.
So we'll see.
You know what? That jacket alone should allow him to call himself Lord.
I just can speak from, Chris Pratt's experience that you don't want to be on the bad side of Balon. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, dude, you don't tell me you got Ignatius and...
Yeah. You're in trouble now.
You're done. We're dead.
But yeah, you see that Dr. Frankenstein is mentioned in as part of this deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you take a look at that,
as good as Sadako has been, pretty much crushing everyone, I believe it's the 2-1 against Dr. Frankenstein. So.
Yeah. So you wonder. I don't know. Will the Undead Realm Lord go after Dr. Frankenstein? It's hard to say.
I don't know. I think that would be, ill-advised.
Well, I mean, if he's coming to take over, I mean, that's who's at the top right now.
Yeah. We don't really know how Balon feels towards Dr. Frankenstein. He's never really. Those two really haven't had like an interaction. But I mean, you see the Undead Realm Lord. He had a deal with Balon.
Yeah, to bring the Crimson Curse and his sister into Sadako.
Yep.
So the Crimson Curse part of Sadako is Balon's sister.
Ooh.
Yep. Very interesting. Now, Commissioner Anderson, what were you going to say about Frankenstein and Balon have not really had too much of interaction.
If the Undead Realm Lord has struck a deal, Dr. Frankenstein may be on outs.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Maybe he didn't play the cards right on there.
Yeah.
If you let that guy, swoop in first.
Now, I mean,
but I've always known Dr. Frankenstein to have a plan, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays chess well.
Yep.
He plays chess with an extra. He plays chess with an extra piece of his sleeve. That son of.
Yeah, like a needle to draw your blood.
Oh man! Now this is what we enjoy. Now, we did have some new characters come in. I mean, shout out to Melvin. I know he kind of had a little illness, so he went down for a little bit, but he was going after the Sith Lords, and then the Sith Lords kind of went through their transformation, which put him kind of in limbo. But looks like moving into this pay-per-view, his Sam character, which is pretty much, which I believe is the leader of that crew, right? Pretty much.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so moving forward, see what happens with looking forward to see what happens with Sam and
the Sith females did defeat Sam's crew at the pay-per-view, but we'll see how it continues.
Oh yeah, I mean I think we encourage series to go more than one I guess one round, especially especially here where we don't have pay-per-views at an accelerated pace. It takes time to build up and develop and work, like back in the days, no one's going anywhere. Right. So, you can definitely work and build up into these bigger, better angles.
That is correct.
I still can't wait till we kill Frankenstein. I mean, what did you say?
What?
No love for Frankenstein.
Man, does he owe you money too?
Right.
First the Blitz Sisters and now Dr. Frankenstein.
Hey! Don't mix the Blitz Sisters into this. They were another day. Today it's Frankie.
Okay.
The Blitz Sisters are already got their target. Work on Frankie's. Frankie. Like a mad love for Frankenstein. We just got to make sure somebody kills him.
Yeah, sure would be a shame if Bigfoot showed up at Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory.
Oh no! Horrible. Frankenstein. Bigfoot just wants to live forever. So if he does show up there, it'll be with a big wad of money. Give me the treatment.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Oh.
Maybe Dr. Frankenstein needs a new rug.
Oh.
Thanks. Hey, Adam's left field.
Yeah. There you go.
New Bigfoot rug. Great.
You know who Frankenstein? Maybe he needs to experiment on the mouse.
Oh.
A little squeaky action. Maybe inject some blood into Squeaky.
Oh, yeah. Gonna have our hands full these upcoming cycles. I'm telling you. Put this damn cat together again.
Yes.
Whatever's left of him, or whatever's left of him. Oh man. Now, who else is there? I mean, obviously Catfish. Catfish obviously called out everybody and his fox woman tore into somebody. But
so I'll say this real quick.
We didn't hear from Blade or.
Oh no, we didn't hear anything from Blade or. I don't think the Swamp Monster said anything this cycle either.
Damn it, Timmy! You and I gotta do some talking.
Well, Blade did do well this time, so I mean, it'd be nice to hear from the tougher or the more violent of the vampires in the LNL. The non-pacifist vampire.
I mean, to be fair though, Blade is only a half vampire.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Got to keep everybody alive around here.
Yes.
I mean, Spike Pratt was a vampire, but we didn't want to keep him around.
Yeah.
Killed that poor guy.
Right.
Put his head out.
He's still getting TV time though.
Yeah, that's all that matters. He's still on TV.
His legacy continues.
Bring him out like a Simpsons head, where it still talks.
Right. Any of you ever seen Deadwood?
No, I don't think so.
No.
They basically got the whole head in the box gimmick going on there.
Oh,
I mean, they had like it's set in like the West, and I think they whatchamacallit, they basically chopped this dude's head off and they had it in a box, and he would like talk to the head in the box basically.
They stole our gimmick?
Yeah, they stole the gimmick.
That's like
gimmick infringement.
Yeah.
I know.
Can't steal our gimmick.
I know. So, I told you what though, that was like one of the things that like when I first heard about the LNL, the whole head in the box thing, I'm like that is phenomenal.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, great. That's great stuff.
Or Boswell.
Yes.
Poor Boswell. He was a duty head.
Oh, he just wanted to, see the best for his wrestlers.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
So
double-crossed his own wrestlers.
So whose character was Boswell? Because like I said, that was before my time. And that's how a storyline or an angle or a trash talk is so good. Is that I remember Flip like kind of showing it to us, like, check this out, blah blah blah. So whose was Boswell's?
That was Dennis's like non-player.
Okay.
Character.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, there were originally 3 dragons, and then there was a 4th dragon, and those 4 dragons became Siths, and they hooked up with Boswell. But then Boswell was unwise. Actually, they were dragons still. They became Siths after Boswell met his demise. But
after
Boswell,
the untimely demise. Okay.
Yeah, but Boswell was like stealing money from him.
Nice.
Yeah, which is not very smart.
No.
So yeah, but excellent.
Poor Boswell.
Mess around and your head ends up in the box.
Yeah.
Oh man, I still feel bad for the guy. Just wanted to see,
You're a big softie, so.
Wanted to see the money go the right places. Those guys didn't know what to do with their money.
Places is in his pocket.
Do you see what do you see what happened to them after they learned to use their own money? They went and they bought dark side crystals and went complete
they became
evil,
Sith Lords.
And then they took off and hey, see, Boswell was just trying to prevent their demise and they didn't even see that, So in hindsight, Boswell was just trying to protect them. So poor Boswell.
Some people are so unappreciative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you knew then what you know now, he just would have just stayed under Boswell. It still would have been alive. Would have, Hey.
And you know what? If Spike had just sold the LNL to Boswell, he wouldn't have gotten killed.
Right. There you go. So this is all Pratt's fault.
This is all, yeah.
It's all, fuck that guy. It's all his fault.
What a jerk.
He brought this on himself.
Nice.
That old karma.
Yes.
Let's hope the best for Pratt and his upcoming cameos. Boswell had a couple cameos after he had a couple little cameos here and there, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Up until the end, where they leave his head right there, in the was it in the high school at the high school? No.
Yeah.
Or at the gym, at the stadium.
Are you talking about when it got
when he cashed it in? Was it at a stadium? No. At the LNL?
No, I think it was at the LNL because the title was held up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was like in a glass case or something.
Yeah.
That'll teach Balon to not have locks on the cases and stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just,
rookie move.
Yeah.
You know what?
You know who wouldn't have done that? Spike Pratt. Pratt.
He just wanted to display it and keep it in a nice place, but
right.
Rookie move.
Yeah. Right. He just they just had cleaned it and shined it all up, and everything like that. And you gotta watch these people around you.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Gotta watch them. Oh. I can tell you. So as far as like the head in the box goes, there will be one person. So we're kind of doing this thing where we're trying to figure out who the traitor is, right? I can tell you that so Pravis, he's been he found a way where he can send his, I guess, subconscious into the future, and he's kind of witnessed that he ends up getting killed in the future by his good friend Warblaze. So now he's trying to figure out a way to prevent his own death, and so at the end of his this past cycle, he transferred himself to the Head in the Box pay-per-view, and he's just kind of looking around at things he could possibly change to try and prevent this from happening. So this cycle, he will be there, and he might possibly get a glimpse of whose head that is.
Oh, nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, so I'm gonna assume that he's not going to share with us who's in there.
No. Yeah, we will find out in the write-up who the head is, but
I was hoping.
It'll be interesting. Maybe it'll be RoboCat.
Oh no,
he is in pieces, right?
Right.
And
it would save a lot.
Doesn't have
work,
like a
right?
knife through it or whatever. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Why can't you just make it nice and simple and put Pratt in there, man? That son of a gun.
Yeah. Just get the mortician to beautify his face a little bit. It'd be fun.
Yeah, a couple stitches.
Couple stitches.
Yeah.
Wasn't Pratt taken?
Yes.
Yeah. Did somebody take Pratt?
Well, his head is no longer. It's not in the LNL anymore, or it won't be.
You're like, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Oh man. Now, in terms of LNL, Brandon, is there anything else we got to get on this one?
No, I think we're good.
Nice. Well, let me go ahead and sign this one off, and then, like I said, I know we got a lot more to cover with the bronze, so I know we can get another one, but just let's sign this one off real quick. This has been Living Nightmare After Hour Trash Talk Edition. You've been listening to Commissioner Brandon Madden, Scott Anderson, and Commissioner Goldstein. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.
See you.
See you.